Today I'm going to show you how to blend extensions with a blunt haircut and fine hair using the fewest extensions possible. One of the reasons I like to use just a few extensions is because I have such fine hair. I don't really like adding all the extra weight to my own hair. So a couple things that are important to know when you're blending extensions is you want to get the closest possible color to your own hair. When I picked these extensions, I ordered them online and I just got as close as I could to my own color, but I did pick something just a hair darker. I just think it's a little easier to blend blonde hair with slightly darker extensions because natural blondes have a darker underneath anyway, so it kind of makes more sense. It's also easier to blend extensions if your extensions are only a few inches longer than your actual hair. In my case, I had extensions trimmed because they were a little bit long and my hair isn't that long. So I did have a couple inches cut off, but if you go to Sally Beauty Supply, they actually have different lengths and it might be easier to pick a 14 or 16 inch extension instead of picking the 20 or 24 inch. The more blunt your hair is, or even the shorter your hair is, the more extensions you have to use. When my hair was a little longer, I was able to get away with just one of the 3 clip extensions in the back, and that was enough for my hair. But now that my hair is a little bit shorter, I do need to use 2 of them. So you need to kind of play around with your extensions and blending it to your hair to see what blends best. Another trick is that you do blend extensions a little better if they're curled. I don't like my hair super curly, so I use a large 1.5 inch barrel curling iron to curl my hair, and then I do the same on the extension, so there's just a slight curl at the bottom, and it seems to blend a little better if my hair has a slight curl and the extensions are slightly curled as well. And this would be an example of a 1.5 inch barrel roller. I think it's pretty easy to use. I know that some people like using the wands instead. That's fine too. Wands actually get a lot hotter and it's easier to sometimes curl. Just make sure you are using a curl protectant on your extensions. Even if they're real hair, you want to use something like TRESemmé heat protection spray on both your hair and the extensions. Because my hair is so fine and I don't like to wear a lot of extensions, I'm going to just show you putting in 2 of the 3 clip extensions. I also, of course, my set came with much more extensions. There's a 4 clip extension, but I think that my head's a little bit too small to actually hold this, and I don't like wearing that many anyway, but this is an option too. You might want to put this one on first. You just need to kind of play around with the placement. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and put them in my hair. Just as if you're putting in any extension, you want to try to put it as close to the nape of your neck as possible. You want to make sure you open all the clips. With the 3 clip extensions, I put one right on top of the other. I just kind of layer it just a tiny bit. Alright, so now I have the 3 clips in. I go ahead and put my hair down, and at this point I just want to brush them a little bit with an anti-tangle detangler brush. Alright, so now you can see the back is blended slightly with a little bit of curl. Alright, The next thing I want to do is put in ones in the front. If I'm wearing my hair down, I have to put in just a couple because the front is shorter than the extensions I just clipped in. These I don't always wear. Sometimes it's easier to blend if I wear my hair back, and I usually wear it half up, half down a lot anyway. So if I wear it half up, half down, I don't put the single clips in the front, but if I'm going to wear my hair all the way down, I do. All right, and there they are, pretty well blended. And again, the color does help. If I match the color really closely to my own hair, it blends a lot better. The other thing too is that if I get extensions and they aren't quite the color of my hair, it's easier to color my hair, I think, than it is to color the extensions. And if I stay within a shade or two, it's very easy to just match the color. So I also, like I said, I don't always wear the side ones, so I'll show you a couple options with not wearing the side ones to blend your hair. One option, if you don't want to wear the pieces in the front, is to just pull your hair back. I just pull my own hair back in the front into just a little ponytail in the back, and that seems to blend it pretty well. That way I don't have to wear the side clips. What I find with the side clips, and one of the reasons I sometimes don't wear them, is again because I have such fine hair and I don't have a lot of it. Sometimes the side clips are the hardest for me to cover with my own hair. The ones in the back that are closest to the nape of the neck, those I don't have any trouble covering with my own hair because it's so far underneath. But as you see, my hair is very fine. So in the front, sometimes it's just a little bit harder to cover those single clips. And so I do like wearing it back off my face anyway, so it kind of works out. But this is one way you could just pull it back off your face. And then I'll show you one with braids too, because I do wear braids quite often as well. Like I said, sometimes I like to put my front up because I feel it blends a little better. In this case, I just did some quick Dutch braids. They're very small on both sides, and then I kind of clipped it in the back, and you'll notice it blends a little better if I don't want to wear the front clips. And that's it. Hopefully this is helpful.